Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Gemini. If Gemini is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so Gemini, tonight we have the Devil card. But don't be scared. This is not a negative card. At least I don't read it as one. You know, every archetype, every card has a variety of meanings. So there are meanings that could be considered negative, right? But when I see this card, what it says to me is that you are in this place where you are breaking down barriers. You're no longer going to play by the rules. You're not going to do things the way that they are supposed to be done, the prescribed way. No. You're intelligent, you're innovative, you're creative. You have so much in you. And you're not going to live or you're not going to operate in a way that other people or somebody else has told you that you must or you should. The Devil card comes in, this energy comes in, and it is pure rebellion, right? It is that thing that says, nope, I'm not doing this anymore, you know? And it can be, yes, maybe you're going through a very rebellious place in your life, stage in your life. It could also be things like I am putting my foot down. I am breaking generational trauma, abuse, neglect, whatever it is. I'm going to be the one that is going to stop this thing here. So I'm not ever sad to see the Devil energy. Actually, I invite it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to knock, 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 and we're going to see what these tea leaves have to say. And I want to say thank you for clicking on this reading, checking out this tea leaf stuff. You maybe have seen it before, maybe not. Maybe you don't know what the heck I'm even doing here, right? But we're going to see what these little pieces of tea kind of form into. You can see up here, it looks like it says E-K. Capital E, capital K. All right, so that might be a name. It could be part of a word. We have over here, it looks like two people holding hands. But this person on the right, their body looks like a dollar sign. Okay, so money, right? It also looks like behind them, on this side too. On this side we have, it looks like a dog kind of rearing up and howling. Now over here, it looks like we have another dog. And here are its hind legs and its little tail. And this is the body and the head kind of upwards. So I get this very primal energy. This very kind of bestial, fiery, surviving against all odds, doing what we must, right? Now, I wonder if, because it's so close in proximity to this, it looks like a coupling of people where money is an issue. I feel like almost like maybe one person has more money or one person has the capability to create more resources than the other one. And it doesn't feel like, it's not like we're only together because of money, or, you know, somebody's like a gold digger or whatever it's called. No, but I feel like there is a dynamic where it's like this person that's maybe has like a job that pays more, or maybe they have invested money and they've created more money with money, or, you know, whatever it is. Almost like they feel like they can pull rank, right? In my head, I'm like thinking this is like a sister, or, you know, like a sibling, or maybe even like a cousin, or somebody who's within your age group, right? Maybe you like grew up with them, but it almost kind of feels like at some point in their life, they started making more money than other people around them, okay? And now it's almost kind of like they feel like they can tell people anything, right? Like they can tell them about themselves. They can tell you how you should do this, how you shouldn't do this. You know, just kind of this energy of being a know-it-all, because you like, okay, the circumstances of the universe have aligned in such a way where you're making more money than everybody else in the family. So now you think that you're going to be telling everybody how to live, or, you know, how to do this, what you should do, what you shouldn't. And I feel like for you, you're not having it. You don't want it. You don't want to hear it. You're not having it. This is almost kind of feels like where you were very close at some point, because it does also look like a heart right here. And I apologize, the cat is right outside the door. Whenever she hears me start my reading, she comes running. And don't worry, she's not like locked up or anything. She just, actually, I'm the one locked up in her room. She has the rest of the dang house and other people to go see. But she, you know, she wants mom. So it does look like a heart. But it has this feeling of like it has fallen apart, right? And maybe it is that like you're wanting to rekindle this relationship, this friendship, this closeness with your sister, your brother, your whomever this might be. But I feel like it's hard, because when you finally get around them, you know, and you go in with your best intentions, it's like immediately, like just hitting the nerve, right? They just know exactly what to say to you. And it sends you into this, well, almost like a wild beast, right? You're just, I can't hear this anymore. This is not what I'm here for. You're not my counselor. You're not my mother. You're not, the person that should be sticking their nose in where you've not been invited, right? And I feel like for you, it all gets to be too much very quickly. And I feel like it's like this continued process of trying and being let down. Trying and being let down, okay? And I'm sorry to say, it seems like more of the same, okay? And also it feels like maybe it's going to be something that you're encountering once again coming up here pretty soon. We also have, it looks like it says, I'm going to go with John, J-O-H, and I know it doesn't look like an N really, but I'm reading it as John. Joe, maybe. Or John. Okay. Now, we also have the number 21. 21 right there. Oh, we have a face. Okay, here's the face coming out. The eyes, the nose, the mouth. And then we have an angry face right here. The eyes, the like frown. Urgh. Mean mouth there. This one reminds me of Tambourine. I was immediately when I saw this, I'm like, it reminds me of that Bob Dylan song, Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man. Okay, so we also have a llama right here. You can see there's the body, here's the head, here's the face. And then we also, it looks like a magician. It looks like somebody wearing a robe. This is the head, here's this robe. So I feel like there is this kind of shifting, vacillating between emotions. I feel like maybe you're in a place where you're kind of going back and forth and you're feeling these big, swells of emotion, and it feels like, it's like kind of making you turn away from your mundane life, like your daily, like get up, do some chores, go to work, whatever, however your day goes, right? And not that it's bad, right? Actually, you might be pretty comfortable in this way of living. You might have found like your groove here, but it's just this. It feels like all of a sudden there's this chaotic energy. Also, this looks like a storm. Like if you've ever watched the news when they're showing the like weather, the storms coming in and stuff, it reminds me of a storm. So I feel like this stress, this energy that's kind of taken over, and at times has really sent you into a pretty crabby mood. I feel like it's like you're turning away from that and you're putting a lot of your energy into your magical work, your spiritual work, developing your psychic abilities, finding things that are really interesting to you, that are inspiring, that make you feel like you're living a magical life, right? And so I could see maybe in this time, you spending more time by yourself, right? Kind of lost in your interior worlds, doing your whatever you like to do to express this spiritual work. Maybe you keep altars, or you or somebody that performs ceremonies or rituals or operations or all of the things, maybe it is returning to like a grade system or initiatory system. Whatever it is, I do feel like you are magically inclined. You have one toe at least in the occult. You maybe are somebody who is a diviner. You might be a healer, a medium, clairvoyant of some kind. I feel like when the world kind of lets you down, this is when you turn towards that part of your existence. Because it feels like home. It feels like not just home. It feels like you're walking into your sanctuary, your temple, right? And so I feel like this is where you are headed right now. Now with the llama, I really feel like this is all about kind of finding the humor in life, right? Not taking things too seriously. And I feel like that, and I just keep feeling like this, like laughing and enjoying and unbuttoning the top button on your shirt and just like letting your hair down, breathing, just breathing, allowing yourself to stop carrying the world all the time, right? Allowing yourself to just be whatever you are in that moment and not feeling guilty about the fact that you're not, on the grind or on the hustle or, this or that. So I feel like this is going to be a really potent time for you, okay? Because you're creating space within your life to allow that magic to come in, to allow the divine to really kind of, swirl its finger into your cauldron. And I feel like it's like, I don't know, we just fall into habits, right? And we don't realize like how much it's affecting our well-being, like deep down, right? And I feel even just like people, like if you meet somebody and you like them well enough and, but they're just like a really negative person, or they're always talking bad about somebody or something. But you like them and, they're relatively like a pretty decent person. But when you're around that for long enough and it starts to feel normal, and then you are away from it and you're maybe around people who are like, proactive and they're doing stuff and they have hobbies and projects and they're excited about the world and, whatever, there is a stark contrast there. And you realize I've been dwelling in the sewers with this person, right? Finding things to dislike about anything and everything, where I kind of ventured away from that, and I'm seeing that that's not how everybody's living. I just have been under that cloud for so long that now I'm realizing, it doesn't have to be that. Okay, so I feel like you're coming to this kind of, like a door has opened, you're walking through it, you're seeing this beautiful, beautiful place, which is this interior work that you're doing. And I feel like it's like you're finding your thing. You're where you're supposed to be and you feel it through and through. You belong there. And I feel like that is something that is maybe the most valuable, right, in life. Finding your place. Now, it might not be your place forever. Of course, things change and we change and whatever. But for right now, finding the thing that clicks for you, feeling like you are doing something meaningful, that is everything. Okay? Now, let's see. I have to be honest. I feel like I could cry right now. Right before this reading, I just heard that David Lynch has passed away. I am such a huge fangirl. Mostly, oddly, of his music and also his transcendental meditation teachings. I also love his movies, obviously, and Twin Peaks and stuff. But my goodness, I have to tell you, I'm not really one to feel super affected by celebrity happenings or whatever, famous people or even artists and stuff. But this, I don't know, it really struck me right in the heart. So I'm trying not to think about it too deeply yet. Now we have the Ace of Cups. We have the number 20, 22 and 26. We also have the Lion again. So I feel like we have a Leo person. I wonder if you have an emotional thing going on with them. Maybe romantic, but maybe like a good friend. I feel like this is a relationship that at times can be pretty troubled because there are parts of you that are very similar to them and almost I feel like you're very competitive at times. And I don't know. I feel like there's so much love there, though. That's the thing. I just feel like, I'm not saying that this is your person necessarily, but I feel like it's one of your people. And I do feel like if there is something going on in this friendship or relationship where maybe you're not as close, or maybe you're in a fight or you're not talking or whatever, get it fixed. Because this person really is important to your journey. I feel like this is outside of maybe your family, or it could be a family member, but I feel like this is more like a friend. This person is more like your family than anybody else, right? And so I feel like returning to a place where you can start to work things out, or at least like, you know, put that stuff to bed for a while and get back into the groove of your friendship. I think that's really important. I think that's something that will be beneficial to you in your overall work, okay? Because this person knows you. They understand you, okay? More than most people, I would say. Now, we're going to do our 3 lucky numbers really quick. I'm running late here again. Okay, number 76, number 76, number 62, 76, 62, and 88. Beautiful. Now we'll end with our self-care affirmation cards. I'm just going to flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. And it says, my body, my home. I am at peace in my body. My body carries me through the world and I celebrate it. I am at home and fully present in my body. I am at home and fully present in my body. All right. Well, Gemini, I'm going to tell you I love you because I do. If you want to like, subscribe, leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. I have to have to run. So I'm going to tell you again, I love you, I love you, I love you. Work things out with your Leo person. We'll talk in a few days. Good night.